importance of quarterback Dan Marino to the Miami Dolphins cannot be overestimated. Without a sound defense or a running attack, the Dolphins won the AFC East solely on his right arm. Marino passed for over 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns, keeping a firm grip on his reputation as the NFL's best quarterback.
And I probably do it this way because I don't have as big as hands as most quarterbacks do, and I put my hand over the strings more and gives me more rotation. I mean, it's something I just, as you grow up, you just feel comfortable with doing.
The thing that makes him as good as he has that uncanny ability to feel pressure and know when to get rid of the ball. He doesn't have to see where the linemen are coming from. He feels where they're coming from. And so just about the time you think you're going to get to him, he lets the ball go. And therefore, he defeats strong rush because of that ability. And I think that's the greatest ability he has.
His perception of whether a man is open or not may be a lot different than anybody else's. His idea about what it takes to get the ball to a receiver is obviously a lot different than most other people. He's going to throw the ball into some spots that I might not ask a quarterback to do for me. He knows his players, and he knows where they're going to be, and he knows how to get the ball to them, and he always done it better than anybody else in the history of football.
When victory hinges on boldness, Marino's confidence is never more in evidence.
The whole season perhaps in balance here. Here is Marino back to throw. He's going deep, got a man down there. He's got a touchdown!
When these challenges present themselves on the field, I think you got to do it. You're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. And if you're worried about getting it done, you're less apt to get it done than if you approach it as a positive attitude that I'm getting it done. And if you don't, you don't. But I think more often you're going to get it done with that attitude, and I don't think that's cocky.
3 receivers in the ballgame. 2 running backs. Marino drops straight back to throw. Quick pop at the 2, out of the 1, touchdown!
Dan Marino was the only quarterback who found a way to defeat the Bears, but it was his consistency throughout the season that led the Dolphins to the playoffs, a trait shared in common by all members of the NFL Films All-Pro Offensive Backfield. Over the years, running backs haven't changed, but their job description certainly has. The great ones still have the powerful legs, the uncanny balance, the deceptive speed, and the elusive nature. But these days, a golden arm helps as well, where the halfback option has become as unpredictable as it is productive. But who are the only 2 running backs to attempt one pass in Super Bowl competition and complete it for a touchdown? Back with the answer after this message. To attempt a pass in Super Bowl competition and complete it for a touchdown are Robert Newhouse and Lawrence McCutcheon. In Super Bowl 14, the Rams' McCutcheon, number 30, completed a 24-yard strike to Ron Smith. But it was 2 years before, in Super Bowl 12, that the Cowboys' Robert Newhouse got his revenge against the Denver defense that had shut him down all day.
I just have the feeling that Tom Landry might have a gadget that he might want to use in a situation like this somewhere here, one of those trick plays.
Pitch out, Newhouse goes left, pulls up, wants to pass. Fires it deep for Goldie Richards. Caught, touchdown! Robert Newhouse is being mobbed by John Fitzgerald, Thomas Henderson, Preston Pearson, Jay Staley, Burton Wallace, the whole team.
Punt returner. Roan Stark now holds the highest career punting average in NFL history, while kicker Nick Lowry is the league's most accurate ever. And then there's the Rams' Ron Brown. He didn't even return a kick in 1984, but this year he made up for lost time. And what he accomplished in a single season, some return men don't do in their entire career. Special teams may take a back seat to the offense and defense, but in 1985, kick returner Ron Brown helped put the Rams in the driver's seat in the NFC West. Brown cashed in on his gold medal winning speed by becoming only the third man in NFL history to return 2 kickoffs for touchdowns in a single game.
Brown up to the 25-30, to the 35. Del Greco's the only guy can get him. He's got to go all the way.
I knew he was dangerous, but I didn't think it was that dangerous, Bob.
Brown was indeed a threat, and despite missing 3 games due to injuries, he averaged a league-high 32.8 yards a return. He also recorded his 3rd coast-to-coast excursion against the 49ers. While the Rams got a lot of mileage out of Ron Brown, kicker Nick Lowry logged a lot of miles before settling in with the Chiefs. Kansas City is Lowry's 9th team, and he is well accustomed to the solitary life of a kicker.
We've got a quarter left, and I'm concentrating on the game as best as I can. I think it's important not to get too involved in the game, because then you take it too seriously and you get uptight and nervous. This way, you can enjoy everything. I better get out of here.
Lowry's 58-yard boot against the Raiders was the longest by a kicker in 1985. He missed no extra points and only 3 field goals this season, and he is still perfect for his career inside the 30-yard line. Like Lowry, punter Ron Stark has displayed consistency over the long haul. In 1985, Stark eclipsed Sammy Baugh with the highest punting average in league history. The Colt punters certainly couldn't touch Slingin' Sammy as a passer, though. While Stark won't jeopardize any passing records, the league's punting marks virtually belong to him. His 45.9-yard average tops the NFL, and he gives the Colts special teams perfect direction. The final member of the NFL Films All-Pro Special Teams has endeared himself to the fans as thoroughly as he has won the admiration and respect of his opponents.
Louis Lips has a great ability to make people miss. He's got great vision. When you get the ball in the middle of the field and you get Louis Lips the ball and get him a couple blockers, he could be the most dangerous and most productive returner in the game of football.
Lips possesses what every return specialist needs: the nerves of a daredevil and the vision of a wide-angle camera, plus a few more mundane qualities.
My speed, my ability to judge the coverage and judge the football, knowing when to catch it and when to fair catch it.
Lips topped the AFC in scoring with 15 touchdowns. The Steelers could have a Lloyds of London policy on it. Instead, they let their leading receiver perform one of the most dangerous and thankless jobs in all of football, because nobody does it better. Nestle Crunch. At Giants Stadium last Saturday, the Jets trailed 16-7 and needed a touchdown to get back into the game. But in the crunch, the Jets' Super Bowl hopes were dashed when Johnny Hector was hit by Johnny Rembert of the Patriots. Rembert recovered the loose ball and went 15 yards for the touchdown, which put the game out of reach in New England's 26-14 victory.
This show emphasized speed and finesse, but our next All-Pro segments will have muscles to flex.
That's right. We'll present our All-Pro selections at linebacker and offensive line. So please join us.